Right, hello, this is Richard from Mythtrekker, and I'm actually just been talking to a friend of mine who's actually working on this cosmic Blastards, pun intended, I'm presuming. This has been, well, it's challenging to actually get the audio correct. The game is very, very loud, and unfortunately, as you can see, there are no options at the moment for menus or controller layouts. So that's the one thing major I would actually put in is menus. Put in a menu system straight from the get-go, audio levels for spoken word, spells, sound effects, and music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blasting, apparently. So there we go, we've got two characters, one's locked. Apparently she's not accessible yet. We've only got Serge, who looks like Mr. T, but he's actually Russian. I'm actually going to start by showing you one of the problems I've had. We'll start by using the controller. Nice long load screen there, come on. Let's get going, there we go. Right, but you can see I'm spinning round. Because I'm spinning round, that's because the controller is not working very well. The mobs seem to start as soon as you move. I'm finding it really hard on the controller. There's down the bottom on the side there, it says power. That threw me because I didn't know that was your actual ammo. And it takes a heck of a long time to reload. I mean, a real long time. It's critical not to get that reload speed that long. Also, I do find that the camera does make me feel a little bit queasy. A lady called Playtest, a young girl. She's only started out with doing YouTube playtests. She's got about 55 subscribers. She playtested this, and she said the same. She felt that
your children will shit in your soup.
Yeah, she has problems with it.
Will shit in your
I
soup.
would also personally put an option to either mute characters' voices or alternate PG-13 lines for TVs which have got big speakers on, especially with children in the house, or people who just don't want to listen to that. It's an option I would personally put in. It's a personal preference. That spin round there, that really does throw me out of it because it's so quick. I don't know actually how you could actually improve that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check. I did check whilst playing this on one of the other ones what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the keyboard and mouse again. It's a lot easier. I'm going to use Energize, and I'm going to see if it carries over to a next save.
Gonna sort you out. Break your shit.
I couldn't move then whatsoever. I couldn't move at all. Right, so let's have a look at one more run. So this just puts you back into the character. It doesn't actually put you back to the character screen. So there should be an option there to actually choose a different character. This is another problem I'm having. I'm trying to use the keyboard and he's not moving at all.
I will break your shit.
Also, if you look down the bottom there's a mushroom. Don't know what that is. There's no help for that. Yeah, the keyboard and mouse is not working at the moment. That's what I found. The controls tend not to work whatsoever. I seem to be the 21st with the longest run of 2 minutes 25 seconds there, and level 3. Right, well, I need to actually try and show you a few more things. And let's see if I can try and get the keyboard and mouse working again. So they've only been developing this. Right, there's a few mushrooms. Now there's 3 mushrooms and 2 spanners. So I'm trying to use the keyboard and mouse, and it is not working at all. Right, I'm going back to the controller. This is the first time I've actually preferred the controller over the keyboard and mouse. But I'm just going to try and run and try and get as far as possible. That one thing I did mention on one of my previous runs, which didn't record properly, is when the building disappears like that,
Sergey's gonna sort you
keep
out.
the footprint of the actual building on the map so you can tell where you are, because you do get caught up on buildings an awful lot.
Sergey's gonna sort you out.
See, there's none there. I don't know where the actual footprint is, so you end up walking into it. You think you've got plenty of room, you don't have any. On a colourblind scale, I actually do think that the mobs, they do stand out quite nicely, though the character does disappear quite a lot. If you half close your eyes, you will find...
May dick grow on your forehead.
Right, I can't seem to get any closer to any of those icons. Also, this needs sorting out. The jump in there, just when this happens like that, just unlock your camera and put it to the point on the floor so it doesn't jump like that, because that's actually causing me to have a little bit of problems. So I'm going to go back to the main screen. It's a promising start. I know they've been doing it for a while. They've all got full-time jobs, so it's very, very difficult for them. So please give them that. I applaud anyone who's making a game. It's been done in Unity. I think Unity would prefer them to have an icon on there as well. So I don't think you have to check that in the terms and conditions. So I'm going to try again with the keyboard and mouse. Let's see if it remembers this time. But yeah, a tutorial with only like 3 or 4 bugs would be good. Right, so you can see that really does make me feel a bit queasy. Yeah, there's no movement whatsoever. No movement at all on the keyboard and mouse. The character is very sluggish as well. I don't know whether that's just the keyboard.
Grow on your forehead.
When you do load up, the sound levels are very loud, especially the voiceovers. As you can see, it's just standard pathfinding AI. A bit more strategy would be good. I've actually... Oh, right. What am I doing? What is that? That is really hard to see. I have no idea what's going on there. Everything went pink, and I can't seem to... Yeah, there we go. I think there is a reload button. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Left bumper. None of the other buttons seem to do anything. So, alright, I need to... I have actually just seen one of the mobs turn into one of those collectibles, but the trouble is, because there's so many of them, it's really hard to get round to actually pick them up.
I will break you shitters. Sergey's gonna sort you out.
One of the things I would do is some select units.
Sergey's gonna sort you
so
out.
So difficult to actually... I keep wanting to push the stick more to actually get more speed out of them. Is 1 or 2 mobs get their AI, so when there are collectibles on screen, that they stay around those collectibles. So when you're running away, you've got the trail behind you. You come up to the collectibles, you think, right, I can collect these. You've got a couple, just a couple, not too many, to actually take out from there. And you can increase the AI in different ways. that they actually do bottleneck you and try and get you around certain corners. Right, I need to actually try and get a level so I can see if that. I can't remember which one I picked now, actually. See if it's actually continuing. Right, the spinning has stopped now, which is good. Alright, so yeah, I'm trying my best to actually try and push the stick further than it is to try and get a bit more speed. And it just seems like running and gunning backwards is really. Oh, there's nothing on the screen now. There's no icons around the corner on the side. I don't know what that must obviously be random. Right, I can see some special ones there now. Let's even try and catch one.
Sergey's gonna sort you out.
Right. Did that actually give me a health or did it?
Oh. Lord Daddy.
Again, right, it's not one I've picked before, so let's choose one quickly. Let's go for light speed. Okay. Now the trouble is I don't know what light speed gives me. One of the main things I did say in one of my other runs, I'm hoping I'm not actually just repeating myself actually, because I've tried to record this so many times.
Sergey's gonna sort you out.
Sorry, I'm concentrating, trying to get that start. Oh gosh, that is right.
Sergey will send you to the bathhouse. Let's fuck shit up.
Okay, which one did I have? I didn't have any of those, did I? Right. So pick up range. Right, let's see if I can try and do that. I want to see if I can try and find one which I've got from before.
In your soup. I will break you shitters.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go back to no more and start blasting. What I would do is I would put possibly down the bottom, just here, stats. So foot speed, weapon reload, number of weapons per shot. Do they have an alternate? What type of effect do they have if they get hurt? Like when you get hurt, you saw that large spreading nimbus. What is that? What does it do? You need to know those little things about each of the characters so you can tell what they can go on to ahead. Also weapon damage. So let's see. So that's foot speed, shot speed, number of ammo, amount of damage, the effect upon hit, and possibly if it's an alternate attack. What I would do as well is I would, because a lot of the creatures, when you do fire at them, they do require more than one hit. I would stun them and then take them from the collision box whilst they're stunned, so you can move past them. One thing I found is when they're actually coming towards you, shooting at them, you're trying to run straight through where they were, and because the shot doesn't shoot as fast, you run into them, they damage you, and your game's over again. So again, I'm just going to try and see if this is, because it's supposed to be a roguelike or roguelite. There we go, we've got a spanner at the top there. Don't know what this 59 minutes is. Is that how long you've got until the Earth is destroyed, or whatever planet you're on? So I'm reloading there, you can hear.
Sergey's gonna sort you out.
So I've actually turned this down to a third of the actual master volume to the game in OBS whilst recording this. Right, that's really difficult. Right. Right, sometimes I like how you actually have random amounts of damage. I don't know whether it's where you hit them or if it's just a random number generator. I quite like that. Oh, I've got 3 then. Unless it's distance. Let's go back and get that. So I'm guessing that gives him the extra XP. Whoa! Sneaky so-and-so. That's good. Right, go around these buildings. Oh, right. See, that juddering is something you've got to sort. That, with a person who gets motion sickness, I have an area problem, and that's the feeling I get when that affects me. So it's really disconcerting that way. Right, I seem to have lost it. I didn't see anything which was actually a wrench or something to go for, or a nest. I'm presuming the mushrooms are nests. Let's go for a mushroom then.
I am cool.
See, when you spin round then, if I get back to that character now, I was actually in between 2 stanchions and a back bit, so I have to go forward. I have to remember that now. Right, so pickup range. I did pick up the pickup range last time and it hasn't remembered it. So that's something that if you actually put this into your roguelike, if you actually maybe on a failed run, you get to keep one of the skills.
I'm gonna
it could be a random one, but
Sergey's gonna sort you out.
Right, I'm gonna die soon. I've just noticed my health. It's very hard to see down the bottom. Right. Right, so I've actually leveled up. Try a split beam.
Your
What's that?
children
No, see,
will
I died
shit
immediately.
in your soup.
That's the problem with actually having that spin around. And look, I'm spinning around again and again and again. That is really, really queasy stomach time. Right, I think that's all I can do at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope we've all learned something. And let's get back to this when it's actually later in development. Bye for now.